This is DSN TV, showcasing the ability in disability, proudly brought to you by the PA people.
That might be a bit better. There we go. So
Okay, so for the California Aftershock, Micah Avino is number 3. And then I don't know who Matt Gregori is, but maybe a coach for the Aftershock. Cristela Garcia, number 8. And then Brandon Young is a coach. Jessica Adams, number 1.
we've got 3-1 and 4 on this end. And
So that's Mandy Gargano, number 4. Cristela Garcia, number 3. And Jessica Adams, number 1.
Okay, so there we go. So that's who we've got. And just having a look to see, because I actually think this down this end here is actually the team from Rose City.
So Madeline Stafford, number 8. Asia Miller, number 4.
Yeah. Number 1.
Number 1, Jen Armbruster.
Yep.
And that must be the set for the team.
So we've got 1, 4, and 8 looks like the team that is on court. So
And then on the bench we've got number 8, Tasha Everett.
So it's a pass out. So we've got Madeline Stafford on the right wing, Jen Armbruster in the centre, and Asia Miller on the left.
Mm-hmm.
So and so we've got the Aftershock at the far end. Now I can't see their numbers as yet. I do know we've got number 8 on the right wing for the Aftershock. We have 1 on the, is it 1 or 7 on the left wing, and can't see who the centre player is at this stage. So anyway,
Well, I think number 3, Cristela Garcia, is out there.
Asia Miller with the ball now. Goes down the line. Blocked on this occasion. Going with the discus throw, and this is looks like actually that is number 1 on the left wing down at the far end.
That's Jessica Adams.
And number 8 is certainly on the right wing down at the far end, as Asia Miller takes his next ball into the centre. Picked up nicely by number 4 for the Aftershock.
That's Mandy Gargano.
Miller again. Miller sends the ball straight back in, and line out has been called.
Okay. So yeah, 8 is number Cristela. Number 8 is Cristela Garcia. So not number 3.
So we've got Garcia with the ball now. Goes down her line, down the C post. Picked up by Miller. Takes a throw straight back into Garcia. She's going to wind up and take the throw again. No, she's actually laid the ball off to Gargano, straight through.
Nice goal by Gargano.
Straight through the gap between Madeline Stafford and also Jen Armbruster. And I will actually say that the issue there was Armbruster, who didn't come across far enough.
Big no-no. Ken's not going to be happy about that.
So anyway, Armbruster now with the ball. He's going to take this throw from the right wing. Goes through the cross-court ball into Gargano, who stops the ball nicely in the centre, then throws it back into the B again. This time Armbruster slides in and takes the ball nicely. Lays it off to Miller. Asia Miller now with the ball. Winds up cross-court ball into, now that is Adams.
Yep, number 1.
Adams goes with a discus throw, cross-court ball. It's off Miller, but pushed wide on this occasion.
She's got a great throw, number 1.
Yeah, certainly has. We've got Asia Miller now again coming in. Goes with a bounce ball. And scrambling defence, but wasn't quite effective enough on that occasion. And that was by Cristela Garcia. So score is now 1-1. Next ball thrown across court by Gargano to Miller. And Miller's first touch of the ball was outside the court. And look, I'm not Don't get me wrong, please don't write any letters in, but you certainly notice the change in the pace between the men's game, which we've just witnessed, and this game here. Madeline Stafford now with the ball. The three's right wing. It goes across the court, aiming for the AB gap, but picked up nicely by Gagano. Lays it off to Adams. Adams throws it back into the centre area.
So looks like we got some talking. Lots of crowd noise.
So yeah, well, this is it.
This is a no-nonsense referee when it comes to crowd noise.
Yeah, certainly. Armbruster taking the throw. Got a nice curve on it from from right to left. But Mandy Gagano with the ball now. Bouncing ball, aiming for the BC area. This time, ball's pushed loose by Miller. And lets the ball out. Miller now with the ball, throws straight away and throws the ball out. So the attempt was there. It would have been close to the 10-second mark. Cristela Garcia with the ball now on the right wing. Comes in, goes down the line, aiming at the C post. Picked up by Miller though. Miller again, exactly the same action and threw the ball wide and out.
She's got to take a step in or set herself up better when she throws that ball. I mean, she's just throwing that out about three-quarter court.
Yeah, that's right. It's not good at all. Right. Ball across court. Oh, nice ball too. Heading for the A corner. Madeline Stafford got her feet to it and pushed the ball wide. Interesting to see that Jen Armbruster actually starts defensive position in the centre on her 2 feet, which you don't see a lot these days at all. Nice ball there by Stafford cross court. But Garcia picks it up, heads back in the same area, beats Armbruster. Lucky that Stafford had come in as far as she did. Stafford now, right arm thrower. Into the centre though. Needs to produce a little bit more. Ball now laid across to Adams. Adams now goes across, aiming for the BC area. And Armbruster gets her hands to it and pushes the ball wide. So we've got an official's time. I'm not sure what it is. It's just waiting to see what's happening because Stafford's off court at the moment, and Brewster bounces the ball because the official's time had been called. Comes in now, goes aiming for the AB gap, doesn't get it through on this occasion. Almost a ball over, but Gagano does the chasing, passes back to Adams, and Adams got everything right except the direction of the ball. It skewed away, heading away from where she was aiming, which was the A post. This time Miller comes across and takes the throw. Doesn't do anything with it though. Ball's blocked on this occasion by Gagano. The ball will be dropped back in for Garcia. She won't have a lot of time as she pushes it straight away. Premature throw had been called, which is fine. Brewster picks the ball up. She's now going to take the throw herself. Brewster runs out to the right, hooks it back to the left. This time it's going to keep going. Is it going over the halfway? No. But Adams receives the pass back. Good pass there by Gagano. Oh, Brewster's lost the ball, lost the handle of the ball, dive back and just manages to keep the ball in play. Very close to a goal on that occasion by Adams. And Adams, unknown quantity, haven't seen her at all.
She comes from the Berkeley Goalball system out in California. And she actually, they still believe, is the only sighted player in this tournament.
Oh, there you go.
So good on her.
Yeah, certainly.
Seemed to pick up the game really well.
Miller with the ball now on the right wing this time, taking the throw, but straight into Adams. Adams picks the ball up nicely, back into position now on the left wing. Takes a step in, winds up, bouncing ball across court, but went out before the halfway line. Give a girl a rap, and what does she do? Make you look like a fool. So not a good throw at all there. Miller with the ball now. Goes with the discus throw, bouncing ball. Doesn't get through though, straight down the line to Garcia. Garcia goes across court, but not any pressure on the Rose City.
No, Aftershock are starting to throw a lot of balls out of bounds. They need to find the court again.
That's it. Stafford now goes for the A corner. This time Garcia gets across there and blocks it nicely. Garcia with the ball now. goes for the BC area. Armbruster gets across, picks it up, passes across to Aisha Miller. Aisha now aiming for the AB area. Gargano gets across. She's going to take this from around the AB area as well and aim for the B. Too easy for Armbruster. It goes with a quick return, but Gargano's up to the challenge and keeps the ball out. Lays it off now to Adams. Adams with the ball now. Winds up, goes with a hook ball, but hooks it straight back to the centre. Oh, close to a high ball on that occasion from Armbruster. So there's a timeout being called. So whilst there's a timeout, I shall sit back and relax and hand you to Mr. Hines.
Well, that's a lot of Mr. Hines to hand to you. Anyway, I just wanted to congratulate the Aftershock. They're really doing a good job here so far. I mean, certainly everybody has said that they're capable of this, but this Rose City team is quite tough, even without Ileana Mason, who's absent this weekend. I do like their idea of attacking Maddie Stafford on that side of the court. You see Jen and moving around a lot more now. I think Asia's starting to get into an offensive groove. Aftershock's just got to find the court again and start putting some more pressure on them, because otherwise Rose City's just sitting back, getting the ball off the sidelines and taking their shots, and that's going to take a toll on the Aftershock after a while if they don't find another offensive rhythm. So Garcia needs to get a little bit more pace on the ball too.
Okay, now here we go. Well, let's get into this. So we've got Adams goes down the line, hits the post and bounces out. So great throw there. And the score is at 1-1. We've got 5:30 to go in the first half. Madeline Stafford goes across court. Good directional ball, but she certainly is. That's got through. Well, that's astounding.
Did that go in on Garcia?
That actually went in on Cristela Garcia.
Yeah,
yes.
number 8. Yeah,
she should have had it covered.
Looks like she was just lost.
No, she was actually there and then pretty much dived over the top of the ball as the next ball from her directly across court to Madeline Stafford.
You know what that means? She was just waiting for it.
Yeah, so she was, and well, I think she took the throw too easy.
Mm-hmm.
And so Garcia goes down the line on this occasion, but Miller's there to stop it. Picks it up now nicely. So officials time out, so they're going for the noise. So there's obviously some trouble upstairs.
I think we know who's starting that trouble.
Mr. Black?
Yep. See the New York boys over there starting trouble again.
Yes, well, there you go. Miller goes with a bouncing ball. Nice bouncing ball, too.
Yep.
This time picked up by Gargano. Passes it back to Cristela Garcia. Goes across court. Picked up by Armbruster. Goes with a quick return, aiming at the same area. Score is 2-1. It was caught a pass out, and rightfully so, as she hit it and then hit it again deliberately towards the sideline. So we've got now Miller, who starts well off court. The run up, but hits B, so
she's really trying to get that angle.
And to do it, yeah, she needs to just narrow the angle just slightly. This next ball's into the into the noggin of Jen Armbruster. She stops it. Nice ball though, great curve. Started out to the right and turned it way back to the left. Armbruster now getting ready to receive this ball from Garcia. Doesn't get to her though, goes across her and picked up by Stafford. Stafford now goes for the same angle that she went to before. This time Gargano gets in the way, stops it, passes across to Adams. Adams now gets set. It's a good ball on this occasion, but blocked out by Armbruster. So the score is 2-1. Is that right?
Yep, 2-1 in favor of Rose City.
Yeah, so not a lot in this.
Probably about, 6 minutes left?
No, about 3 minutes to go. Yeah. Next ball down the line, but just pushed wide on this occasion. So 2-1 to Rose City at the moment. And of course, my mate, the Hairy Wombat, he's adopted Rose City, even though high ball are the Phantoms.
Well, he always has to be different, though.
Well, that's true. So next ball by Adams down the line, just pushed wide.
You can see what Rose City's doing. They're trying to really attack Garcia, and Aftershock with Adams is really trying to attack Stafford. So
yeah, so
pretty much a two-woman game here.
So we've got Armbruster now with the ball. Goes down the line but puts the ball out, and Adams was there to block it at any rate. So
Really impressed by Adams.
yeah, so am I. Winds up now, goes across court, aiming for the gap between Armbruster and Stafford, but it's been blocked out by Armbruster. Ball back with Stafford. Stafford comes in, goes for the BC gap, and it's almost got through that gap between the feet of Adams and also Gagano, but didn't get through on this occasion. Next ball down the line, bounces off the shoulders of Asia Miller and goes out. Ball's going to drop back in. Miller with the ball. She's going to walk across, then walk back. And she's going to throw from around about midway between the centre and also the left wing, but the ball's been blocked out. Line out by Adams, who's doing a sterling job on the left wing down there. Adams with the ball now, getting herself set. The ball's dropped in place now. Adams goes in, winds up, cross-court ball into the centre. So officials timeout, equipment check. It's a bit of a slow game. It really is threatening to reach heights, but it hasn't really got there yet.
Well, I think, like I said, I think it takes a little bit for these girls to get into a groove, especially Asia, I mean, when you get older, not to say that Asia in general are old, but just when you get in those older ages, older years in goalball, it's like, you really start to feel your rhythm later in the game, so.
Well, anyway, we'll look and see what happens now. Miller with the ball now. Armbruster that was. Armbruster cross-court ball now picked up by Adams. Adams with the ball now for the Aftershock. Beats Armbruster off Miller's feet. Back into Armbruster, who passes back to Miller. Miller now bouncing ball into the centre. Gagano picks the ball up nicely on this occasion. She's going to take it from Garcia's wing, which is the right wing down the far end. Armbruster picks the ball up. It's casual as you like, goes back to her position, runs out wide, hooks it back again, but just too much on this occasion, and it's well out to the left, and a line out is called. So, let's see how things keep going here. But what have we got? We've got, I was going to say 165 to go in the half, but it's 155.
Well, that's close enough, right?
Yeah, so.
Armbruster giving instructions to his Rose City team, telling them to keep up with the bounce balls.
Yeah, so she picks up now and passes off to Miller. Miller comes in, bouncing ball once more. This time Gagano is there. Picks the ball up nicely. Ball passed back to Adams. Adams with the ball now. Winds up, goes across court on this occasion. But Armbruster drops down and picks the ball up nicely. She's going back to take the throw herself. Let's see whether she does go with a bounce ball. No, it's a flattered delivery into the centre. Picked up there by Garcia. Garcia basically sends the ball back where it's come from. We've got a substitution. So, Madeline Stafford stepping off court.
And Tasha Everett coming on.
Tasha Everett.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, there you go.
Yep.
So,
Rose City from area where I grew up, so you'd think I'd be rooting pretty heavy for them. But I root for nobody. Just myself.
Yes, I'm sure you do.
Does that make me a bad man?
More than likely, yes.
Oh, well,
I would have thought so.
Well, I'm a bad man.
So, but anyway, sorry, I just accidentally turned my microphone off.
Okay.
And there's a great ball there by Miller. Great ball by Miller, beat Garcia again.
Yep, really hitting them with the bounce balls. Just hard for these girls to block them.
3-1 is the score. So Everett's gone on to the left wing, right wing. Down the line on this occasion, but picked off. It was out, but picked off before the goal judge could get it by Miller. Miller going with a flat delivery on this occasion. There's a loose ball, there's a scramble, but no, picked up nicely on this occasion by Adams. Adams with the ball now, goes across court. But official timeout, so an equipment check was passed to Everett, then back to Armbruster. So
Is that equipment check on the Aftershock side?
The
looks.
check is on the Aftershock side,
Yep.
yes.
So smart for Rose City to kind of pass the ball around a little bit, disorient them. That way you can't read where the ball is going to come in from when play restarts.
Well, no, but they do need to bounce. Well, they should.
No, they don't have to. It's an official's time on the other side.
Well, we'll bow to your judgment there, but I thought that the rule now had said that if any official's time, the ball needs to be bounced.
I mean, that could be. I know from the last time I saw it that only if it was on your side, like if it was an official's, if you possess the ball and the official's time was on your side, only then did you need to bounce the ball.
Anyway, we'll see.
We'll find out.
Everett now with the ball into the middle. Left-handed thrower, Everett. But not getting a lot of purchase on it. Next ball by Gargano into Armbruster. Goes with a quick return. Back, but Gargano's there to stop it. Passes it off to Adams. Adams with the ball now. They should really target the right wing down here, but she's gone the other side into the strength of Armbruster and Miller. So I'd certainly go the other way. So timeout, Rose City.
Interesting timeout here with, well, what, about 10 seconds to go?
10.5 seconds to go.
Ken's obviously have something in mind here that he wants to do before the half is over.
Yeah, well, this is right. So, we'll see what he's going to come up with.
What do you think about this new timeout rule, Tony?
I think that's the reason why he's taken it.
Might as well use it if you got it, right? If you're going to get 2 in the second half anyway.
Yeah, but I suppose, but sometimes timeouts you can break. If a timeout's caught at the wrong time, it can break your rhythm. And I think if things are going along nicely, why call a timeout, even if it does mean you're going to get that extra timeout in the second half?
Yep, it's true.
You know, to me, it almost, some coaches now are almost got a mindset, I've got to call a timeout before half time.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas that, to me, is not the case. Anyway,
I think it's
Miller takes the throw from the centre, and this will be the last play of the game, so at the half. So at half time, we have Rose City Thorns 3, leading the California Aftershock 1.
Well, I think that looking at the second half, I mean, you know, we've talked a lot about what we see so far, but second half, I think Adams is certainly, you know, whether it's Everett in the game or it's Stafford in the game, they really need to go back to attacking that side of the court, and I felt like that's something that they went away from, and they lost a bit of their accuracy composure in that first half. And as far as Rose City goes, you know, Aftershock just look really vulnerable to the bounce ball right now coming from Asia, and I think as long as she's able to keep attacking that way, they're going to be successful and finish this out. So it'll be interesting to see what happens here in the second half.
Yeah, it certainly will be, and we'll be back with you in about probably 30 seconds to. Joined by Matthew Hines once again.
Yep.
And to see whether everything's working. And for some reason, I'm not getting any sound through my headphones. But
Sounds like it. Well, okay. I'm not hearing you very well either.
So there may be an issue. Let me just do some, or try and do some quick repairs here and see what's happening, because I'm not getting a lot at the moment. I'm going to have to move my headset out the way. But anyway, we'll see. There we go. We've got a little bit more there. That's probably better. And I think,
you hear me,
Matt, there you go. Your microphone may not be turned on, is it?
No, it's turned. Okay, well, it is turned on. I don't know how well you can hear me.
Okay, I can hear you all right.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine. So anyway, here we go with the second half. Doesn't look like we've had any substitutions.
Nope.
At all. First ball has been thrown down. It's loose off Armbruster, who runs across and finally drops the ball off. Now, okay, all right, I'm waiting to see what's happening here. Did they just call play then?
I don't think so.
I think you'll find there might be a penalty out of this.
I think there's an eye shade penalty. Oh, that makes no sense. They're restarting the second half.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense to me either.
Maybe they gave it to the wrong person. I don't know.
Yeah, it may be the case.
Doesn't really make any sense to me.
No, it certainly is. But this is certainly the second start.
Well, here we go again with the
So
second
let's
half.
try again and see what happens this time around.
Version 2.0.
That's it. Ball now passed into the centre. Adams takes the ball from the centre, goes to her left wing. Comes in now. Right, a nice ball too, but into the midriff of Brewster. Passes it off to Miller. Miller now goes with a ball into the centre. Gigano stops the ball, lays it off to Garcia. Garcia, a cross-court ball. Obviously aiming for Everett and hitting her, but she's up to on this occasion.
Just not enough pace.
Sends the ball through, but into Garcia. Garcia now picks the ball up. Sets itself, goes across court. Armbruster now picks the ball up though from the centre. Runs out to her right, hooks it back to the left, but Gagano's reading that nicely now. And is in position to pick it up. Bouncing ball on this occasion into the chest of Armbruster. Brewster now lays it off to Miller. Miller now bouncing ball. This time it's beaten Adams and also Gagano. Nice ball there by Miller. A bit of bounce into it. So the score is now 3-1.
4-1.
4-1 in favour of
Rose City.
Rose
here.
City. So, next ball, cross-court ball thrown by Garcia. Lays it off once more. Brewster gives it to Miller. Miller now with the ball, a bouncing ball, aiming for the same spot. Gagano picks this one up nicely. Passes off to Adams. Adams now comes in. Goes across court. Not enough angle on into Brewster. Lays it off now to Everett. Everett. Now, is that Everett?
There was no
Still
changes
on
at
there? No?
halftime, so it must be.
Okay. It just doesn't look like her. That's all. But
Oh.
no, it certainly appears to be. That is the case. So next ball anyway into the wing of Garcia, who promptly throws the ball out. So yes, it certainly does look like number 8 is still on there. Just didn't look like him from a distance. That's all. Next ball thrown by Miller, straight through into the back of the net. Smack goes the ball. Oh, just through Garcia on that occasion.
Drove it right through her. Cristela Garcia is having a really hard time picking up the ball from Miller.
Look, the simple thing is, I'm glad I was up here and I didn't have to block it. I'd give you the tip right now. But we'll just see where they go. The thing will be how they come back from here now, because this is the testing time for them. The ball is thrown by Everett into Garcia now. Garcia with the ball. Goes straight down the BC gap. Picked up by Armbruster into Miller. Now she should hit the same spot again and hit it hard. But she hasn't. This time she's gone to the other side to Adams. Adams blocked the ball nicely. Adams now has gone back out to her left wing. Goes for the gap between, and has got the gap between Everett and Armbruster, and beat Armbruster pointless on that occasion. So
is that now 5-2 or 6-2? I can't
the score is now
tell.
5-2, I believe.
5-2 Rose City.
Yes. The next ball, there's a scramble over the line. Gagano now throws from the centre. So timeout. Rose City with a 5-2 lead.
Certainly
Yeah.
an important shot for their confidence and momentum for the Aftershock.
Well, it is, and this is the interesting thing. It will be very, very interesting to see. Look, the key thing will be if they can hang with them from here on in.
Yeah, I mean, it is hard to duplicate the kind of offense that Rose City has, but, I mean, Adams has looked good offensively. She just had a hard time finding her spots.
Yeah, well, this is true, so I mean, there's a lot that happens there, so makes it very, very interesting.
Absolutely. But it's good to see, Adams has really lifted them up a bit, and Gargano's playing great in center with the exception of that one ball that kind of just ate her and Adams up. The rest of, it's really looked like a struggle from Garcia, but teammates are picking her up.
Yeah, this is true. Now, it looks like we've got Miller, who's gone across to the right wing to take this throw. She's midway between the two into Adams, who stops it nicely on her post. Adams now back out to the left wing. Right arm thrower, aiming for the AB area. Armbruster gets across there. Stops it nicely, rolls the ball off there to Everett. It goes across court into the chest though of Garcia, so we're going to have a substitution. So Garcia is going out.
Yeah.
And coming in is number 3.
Pulling that up right now.
Which Matt hopefully will be able to bring me very shortly.
Yeah, that's Micah coming in.
And her surname?
I'll be with you shortly on the surname.
Thank you very much indeed. You're listening to the Disability Sports Network, showcasing the ability in disability, bringing you coverage of the 2015 USABA Goalball National Championships from Atlanta, Georgia. Proudly brought to you by the PA people and supported by the IPSA Goalball Subcommittee with Tony Telfer and Matthew Hines.
That's Micah Avina.
Micah Adina?
Avina.
Avina?
Yeah.
Okay, well there you go. So Adams has now gone across to the right wing and has put the first ball out. Avina is gone into the centre, no, to the left wing. Gargano still in the centre. As the chase by Gargano, laser ball off to Adams. Adams goes with the discus throw, nicely picked up. This time it's, just got pushed wide of Avino. So Micah goes down the line. Nice ball, actually. Not a lot of pace on it, but a nice ball nonetheless. This is Everett now with the ball. Goes across court ball into the chest of Adams, bounces forward. She goes forward, picks it up now, goes. The gap between BC closes at the last second and stops the ball from going through. Ball laid off to Miller. Miller on the left wing. Winds up, goes for the gap between Adams and also Gargano. Doesn't get through there. So we've got noise once again. So
somebody's going to get kicked out here pretty soon.
Yeah, it might be us. Maybe it's our noise.
Yeah, sorry about that, bro.
There's a bouncing ball by Adams. And it's, into the back of the net.
Oh, yeah.
Completely fooled Jen Armbruster.
That's twice she's crossed her up on that.
Yeah. Well, she actually tried to take it and keep going, but did everything right except pick up the ball.
I think she misread the pace of that ball and the bounce of it. It's 3-5, so they're coming back Aftershock.
And unfortunately, as soon as it looked like that, the ball's got through Avian. Is it? Or Avina.
Avina, yep.
Yeah, sorry, Avian's the water.
Avina. She's gonna have to play tough for to keep her team in this. She's really got to pick up Garcia.
Yeah. Well,
take advantage of the substitution.
This ball across court, ball into the centre, back into the back of the net, beat Armbruster again.
I have no idea what's going on here. I think
it's actually beaten
Tasha Everett over there.
No, it went to the centre.
Miller?
I thought, but it looked like it is still Armbruster who's been playing in the centre, and again it's up and over Avina on this occasion, and unfortunately that's another goal. So 7-4 is the score.
I don't know if you're going to be able to keep her in there. She's having a really hard time with that ball coming across from Asia in the left wing.
Adams goes across and takes the ball from her now. Throws that ball straight out. She doesn't look suited on the right wing, Adams.
No, left is her natural position. But then again, Micah doesn't really look good on left either right now.
They're still aiming for Micah, and a great ball again by Miller, straight in that corner. magnificent ball. Cross-court ball from the A post into C post, or from the 1 position into the 5 position, if you prefer that terminology.
Yeah, but Tony, you can't give up 3 goals in a row and still be able to stay in the game. I mean,
No, not at all. No, you can't. I agree.
I know you're trying to get the player some minutes, but this isn't going to be good for their confidence.
No, it's certainly not, considering she was out of position then and the ball went wide.
All right. So Micah's coming out and Garcia's coming back on for her.
That's it.
And it looks like Garcia will come back to right and Adams will go back to left, from what I can tell.
And look, I'll be honest with you, she looks actually quite upset.
Well, you can't give up 3 goals in 4 shots.
Oh no! Look, I do understand what you're saying, but by the same token, I mean, you still don't like to see that, no matter what it is, because regardless of that, I mean, every player is doing their best out there that they can. So,
give her motivation to come back stronger in the next game.
You're a hard man, Mr. Hines.
Hey, I just say it how it is, man. I've been there and have people say the same thing about me. So I always wish the best for these players.
Well, this
it's the only way you get better. The only way you get better is to get your butt kicked.
Well, I wouldn't know myself as an ex-ball thrower.
Because you were always great, right? Because you were always the best around.
No, I've been in a few hidings in my time. Asia Miller now with the ball, goes across court ball. And it's fumbled by... now, look at Garcia on the wrong wing now, as Gargano takes that shot. And straight through the gap between, again, Everett and Armbruster. And look, the thing is, you can see Armbruster having a word to Everett there now, but the simple thing is that was Armbruster's ball.
Yeah, well, when you're the queen, you get to pass the buck sometimes.
Well, unfortunately, whether she be the queen or not, she certainly has been a major contributing factor in those goals that have gone through.
Yeah.
So,
well, I think when they go back and watch this game, I think she'll realize that she was out of position on a lot of these and taking some of these balls for granted. So
yeah, well, this is it. And discus throw by Adams and being pushed wide. And I'm going to just have a quick mouth on that.
Aftershock staying in it. Only down 3. Ball's coming back into play. And taken and thrown into the B for Rose City. Passed over.
Sorry, mate. I had to have a...
Yeah, that's ball down to Rose City. And then now we have Tasha Everett coming out and Madeline Stafford coming back in. So good rotation there for Everett. Gave up a couple goals between her and Armbruster, but overall seemed pretty solid.
Well, my personal opinion is, as a Goalball commentator, they were actually Armbruster's goals.
Yeah, well, there you go. So even better for her.
She certainly held her own. There was certainly one goal that was hers.
Yeah.
But the ones that were closest to Armbruster could have quite easily stopped them. And look, nobody's doubting how good of a player Jen Armbruster is. But there's been a few lapses in this game here, a couple of times where she's thought that the ball would be very easy as Asia Miller sends the ball down, up and over.
Well,
off the post.
Just to piggyback off that, they're missing Ileana Mason in the center, and Jen's used to playing off the other wing, so...
Yeah, well, there you go. High ball.
That was a late high ball call.
It was, but I think it was there.
Yeah. I know, I just don't like late calls, that's all. Because it makes the player doubt, is this referee just trying to mess with me, So, that was a good 3 or 4 seconds after the ball was thrown.
Goes down the line straight into the back of that net there by Miller.
That's
Armbruster,
that's
actually.
just experience right there.
Yeah,
9-5 in favor of Rose City right now. If you would have asked us what the score of this game would have been, I don't think any of us would have thought 9-5 at this point.
No, not at all. I would have thought it would have been over by now, to be perfectly honest with you.
Aftershock's a good team. Jessica Adams gives them a whole new look with this offensive ability. They always had the ability to stick defense, but now they can score. They just got to get more out of Garcia. Gargano's played really well in center for overall.
Gargano with the ball now, picks the ball up. Throws the ball wide and out, almost takes out the referee.
See, you say something nice about her, and see, that's what happens.
Commentator's curse,
Yeah.
my friend. That's all it is. Miller with the ball now, goes across court, up and pushed out by Adams on that occasion. Adams actually starting to look very tired.
Yeah. This game can be grueling over a 24-minute period.
Yeah, that's why old people like me gave it away.
That's why young people like me gave it away.
Stafford now with the ball, throws a cross-court ball, but it's going to drift out just in front of the team area. Never really threatened.
Well, let's just face it, Tony, I retired, so I could spend more time with you.
Yes, well, there you go. Working 14-hour days.
Yep, that's right. But anyway.
Stafford with the ball now. And goes a cross-court ball. Garcia was there and had it covered. We have 3:26 to go. The score is currently 5-9 in favour of Rose City, as timeout has been called by the California Shock.
Yeah.
So I think they've dropped the after.
That could be, yeah.
I think they're just the Shock now.
So, Tony, you've been a coach, and you've had some experience, knowing that, they've had an opportunity to score. I mean, are you basically saying feed the ball to Adams in these last couple minutes and really have her attack Maddie and Jen in the AB there?
Yep, they've got to stick to a plan.
Yeah, well, they have to have a plan. Yeah,
Yep,
right.
they've got to work at a plan. It doesn't matter what the plan is, but they've still got to do it. And it's no use, being nice and sharing the ball around. That's not going to win you the game. They can still win this game.
Yep.
There's still plenty of time remaining. There's still, 3:25 remaining, but they've got to give Adams the opportunity to win it for them.
Yeah, and don't discount Gargano. She's had a few goals in this game, too. It really needs to be a two-woman game right now with Gargano and Adams going after that AB area of the Rose City.
But we'll see what's going to happen.
That 1, 2, and 3.
Anyway, we've got Garcia with the ball. Goes across court and puts the ball out, and they can't afford to keep putting the ball out.
No, that's not going to do any good.
Stafford with the ball now, comes in, goes across court ball. Tom Gargano's there, gets her body behind it. She's going to take the throw from the centre. And there's been a change of position here. So Gargano has now gone to the right wing. Adams has gone to the centre. And Garcia has... Now they've changed back again. So now Adams is in the centre. We have Garcia on right and Gargano on left. So, which to me is not a bad move, but it didn't work out then because Garcia just did not dive in time and the ball's gone straight through the back of the net. So the score is 10-5.
Unfortunately, she's just having a really tough time this game.
No, that's it. So, anyway, now looks like now they've all changed back. And
Nice
a great
goal.
reply there by Gargano. And again, that time it was between actually Miller and also Armbruster.
Yep, the ball's coming back in on the right wing post.
Yep. So Stafford with the ball. Sends the ball back into the middle. Picked off by Gargano. Lays it across to Garcia. Garcia could have almost done for excess noise there as she stumbled and almost fell. Miller with the ball now. As Miller goes, nice hard ball off Garcia and blocked out just.
Now come over and get this ball and be ready to throw it.
No, well, Garcia's taking the throw.
See, that's not going to give them what they need.
No, it's certainly not going to help in any way. But as I say, that's the way that it tends to work. Anyway, Stafford now with the ball goes across court, blocked by Garcia. Great ball, beats Armbruster again, but Miller's there to make her look good. Miller now with the ball. Great ball. She's got a tremendous throw on her, Asia Miller. Gargano aiming for the AB gap. Great work on this occasion by Miller and also Armbruster. Blocked by Miller. Thrown back to the BC area where Adams picks the ball off. Adams now goes for the AB herself. Madeline Stafford is there, keeps the ball out. So we're down to just over a minute to go in this game here. And this has been a solid performance, even though they're going to go down, in my opinion, at this stage by the California Shock. But it's been a pretty solid performance by them, despite the fact that they've let in a few easy goals.
Absolutely. Well, I mean, you've put up 5 or 6 goals against two Paralympic athletes, and Madeline Stafford, who's certainly getting involved with the Paralympics now. So, got to feel pretty good about that as we have a timeout by the Shock.
Yep, timeout. So we've got 47.70 seconds remaining. And the current score is 10-6 in favour of the Rose City Thorns.
Yeah, I mean, so you've essentially put up 6 goals on 3 members of USA Women's Goalball. I think you can't be too disappointed by that.
Oh no, look, not at all.
And you take away those easy ones that they gave up. I mean, this game's almost dead even.
Oh, this is right. So anyway, it's imperative that they hold on for these last few throws. Maybe claw one more goal back, but certainly don't let any more in.
Yeah.
Well, the cross ball's been thrown by into Miller. So Armbruster being subbed out of the game.
Yep, and Tasha Everett coming back on.
With 40 seconds to go. It'll be interesting to see. I reckon, well, Stafford may go to the centre, I would imagine. Or maybe even Everett. So
Yeah,
I'd be surprised if it's Miller.
Yeah, I think Everett's going to go to center, and Stafford on right. We have a crying baby in the crowd. Hello, crying baby.
Yes, that's it.
Little baby.
Blocked out. Nice catch by the goal judge there off Adams. They've really got to, well, hit the mark. Come on, Adams. She goes down the line. Stafford is there. Madeline Stafford now with the ball on the right wing. About 2 metres in, goes across this occasion. It's not going to get through there. Picked up by Garcia. Garcia goes back into the centre nicely. Picked off by Everett. Lays it off to Asia Miller. Asia Miller with the ball now. Nice flat throw. Perfect ball. But off the post, so I guess it wasn't quite perfect.
Oh, as close as you
And
can get.
that is time. So, final score.
10, Rose City, 6.
Oh, hang on, we've got 2 eye shade penalties. Two eye shade penalties.
On
Number
the
4
Shock.
and number 8 on the Shock.
They should know better than that. Well, this is in goal differential, so these penalties do matter.
Yeah,
And we got 2 of them.
well, that's right.
You do get 2 shots at this point, right? It's not 1 infraction, it's 2, if I remember.
It is now. They're going to have to blindfold back up down near the other end.
Yeah.
So, and
It's
then we'll
not
see
over
what-
yet, folks.
Well,
I mean, it's over. It's just a matter of how over it is.
What the goal difference finishes up at?
Yeah.
That's what the final result will be.
Yeah, I mean, it was going to be a really reasonable breakup between both teams, and then something happened, and now it's just like it's a really bad breakup. So it's just like now everybody hates each other, nobody wants to talk. So it looks like they're going to decline the penalty.
Declining the penalty.
That's really interesting. Would you do that, knowing goal
Well, I
differential?
actually don't know whether they are.
Well, they just called game.
No, I certainly wouldn't decline it.
Well, it's hard to really tell what's going on here, but I think I just did hear them call game.
Well, I'm just waiting to see. And see whether I can pick anything up. Why would you decline the penalty?
I don't know. Maybe they're...
Well, they certainly have declined it,
Yeah, maybe
because they're all going to meet and greet and be friendly, as you do after...
This is DSN TV, showcasing the ability in disability. Proudly brought to you by the PA people.